Hi guys, so I'm filming this video for the third time in a row, because the first time I didn't realize, but halfway through the video my lighting died because I was filming on my back camera because I thought I would switch it up a bit, and that backfired on me real quick. The second time I filmed it with my back camera again, but this time I turned on flash because my lighting died, so I had red eyes for 25 minutes straight. So I fixed my light and I'm filming it again. I love when everything goes wrong. So today we're filming a video about my favorite YouTuber. Before we get into that, we hit 100k on the 24th of October, and I didn't post a video on Sunday. I just want to say thank you so much for 100k. We're almost at 120 now, which is slightly insane because it's just slightly insane. If you guys have any suggestions for videos, put them in the description comments of this video, because it's difficult to look through all past videos to look for video ideas that you guys want. But I guess if you just put them all under this video, I can just use this video as ideas for future videos. I didn't think that required that much of an explanation. Anyway, also subscribe because you can be part of the over 100k gang, under 200k gang. And follow me on my socials. They'll be on screen right now and description down below. So yeah, let's get into the video. We're going to talk about my favourite YouTuber, Morgz. The sarcasm on that one wasn't detectable, but it was still there. Morgz is definitely not my favourite channel. I don't know him as a person, so I can't speak on him as a human being. I want to make that very clear. I have nothing against him as a human being. I'm sure he's fine. But I can speak on the content because it's something that he put out there, so he can expect criticism. You can't just get praise for everything that you do. So the first thing I want to talk about, I'm still holding this, is clickbait. I feel like that's the main thing that people have a problem with his channel, and it's kind of what I have a problem with essentially. His clickbait focuses mainly on his relationship with Kiera Bridget, his girlfriend. I've spoken about her and his clickbait in my Let's Blame the Girls video. It will be in the description down below. If you want to watch that, please do. I'm not going to get into the clickbait aspect of things as much as I did in that video, so if you want to know more about my opinions on clickbait, go watch that video. I'm just going to touch on it here. So Touch the Light made a video about a year ago, basically exposing their relationship because they all used to be friends before. And that was very icky for me, because just because you're not friends with someone anymore doesn't mean you have to expose them. Like, they didn't murder your firstborn child. Relax a little. If their relationship is fake, it's fake. And my opinion on that is, it's none of our business. Who expected that kind of positivity from Angelica? Not me. He basically made a video where he said that he spent a lot of time around them and that the relationship is fake, which is fine. It's none of our business. The thing is, I try to never comment on things that are off camera. So I don't like talking about people's private life because it's not something they put out there to be criticized on. So I only comment on things that are on camera. So I'm not gonna assume, make allegations, or turn into a conspiracy theorist around here. I'm gonna say things that are on their channels, and if you want to make theories in the comment section down below, you can. But he basically made a video where he was like, yeah, it's fake, and a lot of people already suspected that, and then he posted a video and people were like, oh my god, it's fake. I don't care. Like, frankly, I don't care if their relationship is fake or not. It's what they do with the relationship online that pisses me off. So when they broke up about a year ago, from the research I did today, which was very painful, so he made a series of videos about their breakup. And in my opinion, right, before I get into the titles of the videos, if you really care about someone, you're actually in a relationship with them, and then you break up, the last thing you want to do is bring more attention to it and almost exploit it. But I feel like, okay, if it's actually real, then that's sad. But I feel like YouTubers as a whole have these toxic tendencies where if something bad happens to them, they turn into a video that gets views and money, and all of a sudden that bad situation isn't as bad anymore, instead of just dealing with it in a human way. If they actually broke up, which I slightly don't believe, but that's my opinion, then to exploit it in multiple videos, bit icky. I'm going to use that word a lot today because I don't want to say harsh things, so we're going to stick with icky. So the first video he made is the truth about our breakup, which is fine. I feel like one video is fine. An awkward conversation with my ex-girlfriend, slightly pushing it there already, just stop milking it. We have an announcement about our breakup, thought that was already announced. Getting back with my exes, where it was Kiera and Anastasia, who is, I think, friends with Saffron Barker, and then Saffron Barker made a video with Kiera, so that just puts it at a weird triangle of like, what the But that's what I feel like is the main thing about YouTubers that script their videos, because if you're over the age of fetus, you should understand that these videos are all fake and scripted. Saffron's, Morgz's, Kiera's, etc. They're all scripted and fake, which isn't my problem. I'd never have a problem with that unless it's done poorly, which I'm going to get into in a moment. I feel like they all start this beef drama on YouTube, but then the cameras turn off and they're all friends, because at the end of the day, they all got money. They got what they wanted, they got the views. They can just be friends off camera, but hate each other on camera. That's why the whole touch the light situation could have just been a view situation where they make videos about each other and they're just getting views. So it could have actually just been fake. The next video he made was handcuffed to my ex. Kids caught doing this, mum freaks out. And then kid pours snow on girlfriend. So like 6 and 7, the last 2 videos are already when they're back together. And then since then, 95% of his content is clickbait about his girlfriend. Now I want to hit on the last 2 videos where he says kids caught doing this, mom freaks out, and kid pours snow on girlfriend. Both use the word kid, and I'm going to explain why. Is because his demographic's very young. He aims at a very young demographic, so to use the word kid entices kids to click on it because they're also kids. It's a relatability thing, and also they're more likely to find his videos because they're searching for kid content, so they're just more likely to come across it because YouTube will push it to kids if it has kid in the title. Blowing everyone's minds here. Obviously with the kid stuff, I understand aiming your content at a certain demographic and kind of pushing that more, but when you use it in a situation where you're insinuating you're having sex and your mom caught you, maybe using the word kid isn't the best idea, because it's just giving me touch delight vibes. So that's kind of an example of him using clickbait that doesn't really sit well with me, because I don't have a problem with clickbait. I am not a stranger to clickbait. I use it in my videos to entice people to click on my content, but I would never clickbait kids having sex. Just find that slightly disgusting. I hope you find that disgusting too if you're a fan of my content, because you're definitely not getting that around here. The other form of clickbait that isn't necessarily bad, but it's just annoying because I've seen it so much and it's so scripted in the worst way possible, is the whole 24 hours challenge, which actually started like 2-3 years ago when people were making videos about staying over for 24 hours at different places such as McDonald's, Toys R Us, shops, cinemas, etc. And those were fake as f***, because they wouldn't actually stay there for 24 hours. It was always overnight, so they would go there in the evening, like right before closing, and then leave right as the shop opens. And now I understand that a lot of YouTubers that hit 100k drop out of school, but that does not mean you have to be this shit at maths. 24 hours is a whole day, not just the whole night. If you're gonna make a 24 hours challenge, make it 24 hours, not just 8. Morgz and Kiera are not strangers to making 24-hour challenges, such as staying over at my girlfriend's house for 24 hours and she didn't even know, haha. It's very stalkerish, first of all, if she actually didn't know. It's very stalkerish, you're just creeping around looking at her do. I don't see how that's appealing to anyone. I don't know why people click on the videos, but I guess they do, so milk it for all it's worth, I guess. Have fun. And the fact that Morgz, Kiera and Morgz Mum aren't the best actors kind of makes this unbearable to watch. And I understand milking a certain concept if it's getting views, but all those videos are basically the same thing, just in a different location. Staying over at my house for 24 hours. Staying over at my girlfriend's house for 24 hours. Staying over at my ex-girlfriend's house for 24 hours. It's just an over-glorified vlog. The other thing that people have a problem with is the fact that he shouts so much in his videos. I get it, you're trying to excite the kids. Oh, that's a weird sentence to say in a video, but you're trying to excite the kids about the content you're making, so you're shouting a lot. I get it. And that concept is done by so many people. Rice Gum used to do it. Don't know if he still does. I don't watch his content. Jake Paul does it. Extreme gamers who have just been called out for basically faking dying to get views. And they shout a lot as well. And the moment you find a video where someone is shouting at the camera, you know that their demographic is very young, because that's what every YouTuber with a very young demographic does. And it almost just feels like they know their audience is dumb, so they have to say everything so clearly and loudly for them to understand. The kids don't notice that it's happening, but anyone over the age of like, I don't know, I'm not trying to offend anyone. Anyone that's like a teen at this point understands that it's kind of degrading in a way, because like I'm sure kids will understand your sentences if you just slightly slow them down, but you don't have to shout. And the last thing I want to talk about, his mum. And I hate talking about people's parents because that's so disrespectful, but she put herself out there. So hello, his mum has her own channel. His mom has her own channel. Yeah, that sentence made sense the first time around. With 1.6 million subscribers. Sis, tell me what you're doing, because I'm clearly doing it wrong. But her channel got suspended at one point in time when I first wanted to talk about it. So I was like, okay, it, never mind. And then it got unsuspended. And it's also a smart move. I personally think that Morgz is the one running the channel. And when you have two channels, you have double the views and double the money. So can't blame him. But the main thing is that it's just pretty cringe. And I hate calling parents cringe. But I don't mean it in a cringe like just parents being parents cringe. I mean it in like a, what the is going on here cringe. For example, I'm just gonna throw up an example. She made a video where she spent the night in Morgz's bedroom, and the thumbnail is her hiding under his bed while he's having sex with his girlfriend. That's what it is. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. And she just does nothing. She just, you know, sits and observes and listens. And that's the content, sis. I just find that so like icky and disgusting. A normal parent would not do that. Not calling her an unnormal parent, but I can't imagine many parents agreeing to making that kind of content. I'm not calling them money hungry, but I'm calling them money hungry at this point. Morgz making content is one thing, but dragging your mum into it and making her make these kind of videos speaks volumes on what money and views do to people and how much those two things cloud people's judgment of what is acceptable and what is not acceptable. Because other YouTubers make videos with their parents and they're not wrong. Like, for example, someone I spoke about recently, Saffron Barker, I'll put the video in the description down below. Saffron Barker makes videos with her parents where her parents, for example, do challenges like picking her clothes for her and who wins, etc. Those are videos that are kind of fun, I guess, because it gets your family involved in a very appropriate way. But to make your mum make these kind of videos speaks volumes. I'm not going to speak on that for too long, but I think it's disgusting. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below anything you want to comment down below, and subscribe because I post videos every Wednesday and Sunday at around 8 p.m, but usually closer to 9. And turn on my post notifications so you know and you're the first one there. And follow me on my socials, they'll be on screen right now in the description down below. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.